This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Welcome to What's Tahini. Really fun show again today. Couple of pranks. Well, no, just one prank.
One prank.
We've had 3 pranks this week.
Yeah, and 2 of them have involved people called Josh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all pranks.
Oh, you
so
meant
far.
all 3s, and we pranked someone called Josh twice.
Yes.
And
then we got a guy called Josh
with
Dacos to do another prank.
Yep.
Yep.
We need to try and find another Josh to do another prank tomorrow
Our
to keep our Josh prank run going.
I think our Josh prank quota is filled.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are really this week and last week, I guess, very much into the pranks and the
You
skits.
keep saying we as if you're removed from the prank spell.
What you're in it,
You
right?
realise you're on the
not,
show.
You're not
Yeah.
producing it. It's like you're a part of
Your
it.
name
but
is
it's
on the
always-
product.
It's always you guys that get really giddy about it, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna do a prank." Or like,
So
"Oh,
what
we're
do
gonna
you
do a
get
skit.
giddy about?
You have
What-
to bring your T-shirt tomorrow. We're gonna do a skit
What-
for TikTok." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Well,
So would you
I
rather
just-
us just not do any of that
no,
stuff?
no.
That's how
I just
it feels.
feels like you ride off the coattails of the
Yeah.
pranks and skits.
Yep.
Or you disown them when you don't feel they're good enough.
Yep.
But if they get good engagement, you're like, wow, good win team. We did a really good
Guys,
thing.
I
Even
worked so hard on
so we're like
that.
having the idea
Yeah.
of bringing the costumes and
Yeah.
stuff.
For the skits and stuff, sometimes I might roll my chair over, have a squiz, add a line, and roll back over to my desk. I contribute.
And what do you do when you're not writing skits? Now that you're not a producer anymore.
Actually, yesterday...
Besides get migraines.
Sorry. But like the other day, Ben and I were writing a skit. And we
Don't
rolled over.
shoot shots
We
if you wanna get shot
we
back.
did roll over to your desk and you were buying dresses.
Yeah.
I got asked to please choose a dress for an upcoming
Yeah.
event.
You've
Oh,
changed.
so Nova was
technically it was
Nova was buying
Yeah.
you a dress.
renting, not buying.
Okay.
Yeah. You've
Yep.
changed a lot in the last 4 months, but you might not realise it. But your whole outlook on life.
If you guys had to be a producer for a bit and then go
We
back
did.
to hosting, you'd be like, "Whoa, this is great."
We produced for years before we did it. Basically, when we started Triple J's, when we didn't have to produce
Fresh
anymore.
doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
God.
Fresh was what started this whole thing.
was.
This is how we got to this point.
Why
to
are we
talking
so
to you now.
neggy on each other?
You're
today?
neggy.
I'm not
Liam and I are
neggy.
unified.
I'm
I
not
feel.
from Carnegie. I'm from Richmond, okay?
Wow.
Yes, that's right. I'm very Melbourne now. I can reference suburbs.
Enjoy the podcast.
Melbourne breakfast, baby. Enjoy. Ben and Bell, we work above a Coles here on Clarendon Street in South Melbourne. Because of that, I'm doing a lot more of the shopping for the household. And it's annoying because my fiancée Sarah gives me hard shopping lists. Like, it's never just like, can you get some bread? Because that's easy. We know where the bread is. This is a real text I got yesterday. Can you get some low GI, high fiber, wholemeal rolls with 5 seeds or more? Like that is painfully specific, right? Like,
Yeah.
is 4 seeds enough?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw a few 4 seeds ones, but do I need more? Is 7 seeds too much? Should I just buy some pumpkin seeds and sprinkle that on top of the rolls? Is that okay? She also loves these like healthy donuts.
What?
No Shoe, 97% sugar-free donut. Have you seen them before?
No
Ben?
Shoe?
It's No Shoe.
That's the
It's
brand.
the brand No Shoe, so it's like no sugar. No sugar.
Oh, okay.
No
Ah.
Shoe. You seen them, Bell?
No.
No, you haven't
Isn't
been.
it just a bagel then?
No one has. No one has seen these things. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I'd have better luck going to Sovereign Hill and bringing back a gold nugget for it. She sends me the photo of it. I'm like, yes, I can confirm it's a thing, unless someone's photoshopped the Coles website just to throw me off. But I'm looking around. Is it a bakery item? You would think like a donut. Like, no, it's not that. Is it a sweet? You know, it's a sweet treat.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you know what? It's probably a health food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, up and down the health. Not a health food. Not a health food. Turns out refrigerated cake. I didn't even know there was a refrigerated cake section. I thought it was just, the cake. Like, that is hard. That's a hard find.
Yeah.
And I'm like going up to staff like, do you know what the No Shoe 97? And they're like looking at me like I'm an idiot. Like, that's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Like that. You know, they don't even know.
Yeah.
But she's always looking for one of them. This is one from the other week. Tahini. I don't.
Hey?
Like, what is that?
Tahini.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a dip.
Yeah, tahini.
Are you thinking it's tzatziki?
No,
No,
tahini. Tahini's the base of a lot of dips. I believe they use tahini in like hummus and stuff like that.
We'll just say hummus. No,
It's not hummus. It's tahini.
Well, where do I start? So, do you know what I mean? If I need to find tahini, I'm like, I know what tzatziki is. I know that. That's like gyros. I know what
Yeah.
hummus is. I know what both those things are. You know, chickpea dip.
Yeah.
Tahini. May as well be.
tahini, tahani.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Coconut milk. Strangely, a bit of a curly one.
Oh, no.
Oh
coconut
no,
milk,
that'd
that's
be
easy.
like near the curries and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
because I was
So the
like,
tinned-
because
the
I've,
tinned
obviously, yeah, I'm, this is a trick for new players. It's not with the milks, I can tell you that.
Certainly not.
Not with the coconuts. Not with the coconuts. Nay. Canned foods?
Yes.
Nuh-uh. Ethnic foods.
Yeah, but it's like the canned. Yeah. No. It's with the chickpeas and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. I'm still looking for tahini and the 97% sugar-free donuts. I don't know what I'm doing.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Probably somewhere in the snow for me. I'm a big snow guy.
For accommodation, flights, and more, book on the What If app.
What If it's Aussie for travel?
Hey, pretty exciting stuff. The budget came out.
Here comes the money.
Now, obviously, on this show, you're not going to get an actual breakdown of the budget.
Oh, what?
We are not going to do that. That's extremely boring. Just to sound educated, I Googled 2023 budget winners and losers.
Very educated.
And I went on to the ABC. That seems like the most official place to go. And this is so broad. They've got winners: Ukraine, young people, women.
I don't think Ukraine are feeling like winners this morning after the Australian federal budget has come out. I don't know if we should be putting... they're having a pretty tough time over there. I don't know. That's pretty bold of the ABC to claim that.
As a woman, do you feel like you've won this budget?
I feel so much richer. What the hell?
Well,
they've
guys, we've done it. Equality. The ABC, they've come out this morning, Ben, this broke the news. Just if you're waking up this morning, you're a woman, times have changed. And same for you, Ukraine.
And then they've got losers. Truckies. Sucks to be a truckie. Apparently they're a loser.
See, that's specific.
Yeah. Recreational vaping and smokers. Now, smokers was one that I want to actually talk about this morning. They're increasing the price of cigarettes to a whopping $50 a pack.
They're not.
Now, I'm not a smoker. Belle, you don't smoke. And Liam, you don't smoke.
I got asthma.
Yeah. That's a lot of money, though. If you are still smoking.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're like trying to get people to stop smoking, and they're still selling vapes, hypocritical. But
Yeah, but vapes are now being banned as well, so...
Yeah, but you're still going to be able to get them.
Yeah. Well, if you want something bad enough, yes, you could fork out the 50.
$50 a pack. Do people still do a pack a day? Remember that? Like, a pack a day smoker?
Yeah.
But imagine like $50 a day if you're a pack a day smoker. Well, this is... what are they now? Like, are they like 40 odd bucks anyway?
Yeah.
They're not
already,
cheap.
They're already
expensive.
I would love to speak to someone this morning who is a smoker. I want to talk to somebody who is smoking cigarettes to see how they feel about this. Because obviously, as a show, we're not condoning smoking. But I would love to actually speak to someone and say, is this going to make you stop? $50 a packet? Because that's extreme.
But also in this day and age, if you are still a smoker, why? And have you gone down the vaping road? It wasn't for you, or like you said, Ben, does this deter you at all?
We've got our mate that we've spoken about on this show, which I find quite funny. He's a smoker, and he tried to stop smoking, so he started vaping, and he got addicted to both.
It's just rough, I suppose. It's like kind of trying to stop one problem with another
Surely
problem.
you just stop one at that point.
Well,
like,
here's
it's
the thing.
same hit, isn't it?
13 24 10.
Yeah.
If you're a smoker, Ben, myself, and Belle would love to hear from you this morning. If you get in touch, you'll be in the draw for $10,000 today, which is a hell of a lot of durries.
Not really. Anyway.
Well, that's true. You'll get through a couple of months.
Connor in Elwood, good morning. You're a smoker?
I sure am.
How many packets are you smoking within a week? Are you a pack a day or?
Probably a pack every other day.
Okay.
It's still pretty steep. Are you trying to give it away, Connor?
Well, I tried vaping and ended up with a throat infection every time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I gave the vape back and went back to the cigarette.
Yep.
But once they go over $50, that's when I think nicotine replacement needs to come in.
That's good, Connor. That's good. I mean, this is probably like one of the good news stories then. You're saying if it gets to 50, which it will, because that's what they're saying, you'll probably just give it in. You'll go, okay, nah, that's too expensive now. I'm just going to give up this bad habit.
Yeah, I can spend that money better ways.
So, Connor, it's at the end of the day, it's the money that deters you, not the health problems, not the fear of, it ending your life very soon.
Well, I always think we all die of something. I've always enjoyed smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big drinker. I don't do a lot of other things, so that was my one.
That was your one.
I don't do a lot of other things. I do some things.
We know what the things you're referring to. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hey, Connor, just quickly before we move on, what does, at the moment, as three non-smokers, we don't know, what does a packet of cigarettes currently cost compared to $50?
I pay about $48 for a packet of 30.
So they're only going up $2.
This is not. I thought this was like a huge jump. I thought they were like maybe $42. Or something.
I thought 40.
They're basically $50 anyway.
Well, thanks so much, Connor. Cheyenne, 132410, you're a smoker?
Cheyenne, you there? Probably having a smoke break.
Smoke goes over, Cheyenne, you're on. But how's this though? If you are a pack a day, this is the breakdown at the moment.
Yeah.
So they're turning it to $50.
Yep.
Which is only a couple of dollars more.
Let's do the maths.
$350 a week on the face candles. $1,500 a month on the old coffin nails. $18,250 a year.
Wow.
On the lung blasters. I wonder if even, they obviously have those gross photos of the gangrene sort of on the fingers and all the yuck.
Yeah.
They should probably have the price as well of what's it actually going to cost you a year or over a 10-year period. Maybe that's going to deter more
I think
people.
it's going to cost so much.
That is ridiculous. But I'm sorry, but if you're still smoking in this day and age, then surely is this finally going to stop? Like, you've got to realise that. Like,
Sure.
also just the smell. People that smoke and the smell.
Whoa! If you're a smoker, Bell's saying you're
No,
stinky.
I'm just. What?
Shots fired.
Okay. Do you say that they don't smell? You can smell a smoker from a mile
yeah,
away.
they do smell.
You get in a
They
lift
smell
with
a
a
bit.
smoker and you know about it.
Yeah.
You know about it.
I feel like the stress of them going up to $50 as well. Everyone's like, oh, geez, I got to get myself a packet. Got to light up in the car park.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Good morning, Sam. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, well, is this your first time playing the 16 quiz?
Yeah, well, on air anyway.
Oh, you play along in the car. That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you do the talkback stuff as well when we're like, oh, did you have a serious injury, silly reason? And you're like, oh, yeah, this time, do you sort of talk to yourself as you're driving around?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
All
look,
right.
Sam, you're giving off good vibe this morning. I'm going to give you one pass this morning. You can pass one question out of the 5, okay?
That's good.
All right.
I may need it.
I
Sam, watch out. I think Ben's got something for you.
shall
You share the
also-
same name as his wife, so I feel like there's something.
I'm also giving you a pass this morning, Sam.
Double pass, Sam.
You have been granted 2 passes for the first time in 16 quiz history.
Huge.
What is wrong
I'll
with you
take
two this morning?
Bell, obviously not convinced
No, I
on
like
your
you,
vibe.
Sam. I don't know. The
All right.
boys are.
Belle does get a little
very
defensive around other women sometimes.
It is a real problem. We've tried to flag it and beat it out of her.
Sam, I'm going to give you 2 passes.
Whoa!
You don't actually have to answer any of these, basically, except for just one. So you choose the one you want to answer. The federal budget was last night, and now Durries are going to cost $50 a packet. If you bought 7 packets, $50 each, how much would it cost you?
1, 2, 3,
Remember, you can pass.
3.
Remember,
I'm going to pass it.
$350 is correct.
Yes. Hey, congrats to Robert De Niro, who is a dad again at the ripe old age of 79. Gross. What was the sequel to his film Meet the Parents?
I was going to say Meet the Fockers, but I feel like that's the...
Remember, you can pass if you need. You have 3 more.
Yeah, we're going to pass again.
It was Meet the
It was Meet the
Fockers.
Fockers, but...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, luckily you had that pass up your sleeve.
You still got 2 more.
Hey, Elizabeth Hurley has stunned with another bikini photo at the age of 57. What Aussie cricketer did she used to date?
Oh, my God. I don't know anything about sport.
Well, remember.
Good thing you've got 2 passes.
Wow.
Like,
Play it
I don't
safe.
know anything about cricketers.
Use your pass.
Just pass it, dude.
I'll pass.
Oh, yep. Well, it was warning. But keeping in mind, now we're in the danger zone, Sam, because we have 2 questions here, and you only have 1 pass left after using the other 3 on the first 3 questions.
Wow.
Wow. So
Famous danger zone.
make your next decision wisely. Queen Charlotte is the #1 show on Netflix now with more than 150 million hours viewed. Wow. In the last 7 days. It's a spin-off to what other Netflix show?
Is it The Crown or is it
Oh.
the
Look,
other one-
before you lock in an answer, you can use that last pass.
But
if you
it
want.
means you're going to put yourself up against the wall and you're 100% going to have to get the next one right.
But if you get this one wrong, then you fold and we have to move on. So just be smart about it.
Can I ask if the next one's a music question? Because if it is, I have a lot better of a chance.
You know
Yeah,
it is, Sam.
it
That's our
is.
question 5. It's
Alright.
finish the lyrics.
I'm gonna pass this one. Probably gonna be better than you.
Four straight passes. Yes, Bridgerton was the show we were looking for.
Oh, okay, good.
So if you'd locked in the crown, we would have had to sadly say goodbye. And we've really enjoyed our time this morning. So last question here. We do have other callers waiting. Ashley and Torquay's waiting patiently there. John Farnham's sons have paid tribute to him. Calm down, he's not dead. Ahead of the Farnsey biopic airing on TV. Can you, Sam, finish these lyrics?
Oh.
5 for 5!
Huge!
Nailed it, Sam!
Huge effort!
You're a brainiac. Thanks for playing along. You're in the draw to win $10,000 for Nova's 10K a day in May. So stay by your phone a little bit later on. You also get to pick the next song we play. No one has picked Tattoo, even though it's a really good song.
Or, Sam, if that doesn't impress you much, how about this one?
That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but
What would you like to hear this morning?
Both are great songs, but I'm gonna go with Tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Get it out
I
of
think
the way.
Tattoo needs a run. It needs a run. Well, thank you, Sam, for playing along. On Monday, Ben, myself, and Belle got some information that a listener of this show had robbed us. Basically, we were giving away AFL hoodies, the big hoodies. And so the way it works is, rather than us having a stock of like everyone's favourite team, it's easier to just give someone a promo code, then they can jump on the website, get what size and what team they want, and they win that way. So this guy, Josh, he called up, he won an hoodie fair and square. We gave him his promo code, which was Ben Lehman Bell 1. And then he went on the website and went Ben Lehman Bell 2, Ben Lehman Bell 3, Ben Lehman Bell 4, guessed all the other codes and was just like getting free hoodies.
Now, the problem with that is, now granted, smart move,
Yeah.
pretty cheeky. The reason it's actually annoying is because we only had a limited amount of promo codes.
Yeah.
So he kept doing it and kept winning hoodies, but he was actually taking hoodies from other listeners
It's like
who'd won them.
people calling us being like, no, the code doesn't work. We're like, 100% it does.
Yeah.
And then other people who'd won prizes couldn't claim their prize. So, and it wasn't the perfect crime because they're all going to his house. We had the guy's address. Like, we know who did it. So we thought we would call Josh live on the radio to see if he would fess up to his crimes.
I went to order online and the code wasn't actually working, so then I tried the next number and it worked.
Okay.
Did you, mate?
To dead honest, I didn't do it 4 times. I did it 2. I'm not sure if my brother maybe did it.
Yeah, you're probably throwing your own flesh and bone under the bus. At this point, time to get a lawyer, I would say. It really
Little rat.
felt like we were like teachers or a parent telling a kid off. You know how they sort of admit to it, but then they try and
Yeah.
like soften it. Like,
You
no,
admit to half.
I probably did it 2 times, probably not 4 times. That probably was my brother. That was probably my brother. Yeah, it's like just own up, Josh. But you know what? I suppose he did kind of fess up. So what we're about to do is a live honesty test. And for this, we've recruited our producer, Tom. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So what we want you to do here, Tom, is we want you to pretend to be one of Ricky, Lee, Tim and Joel's producers and just give Josh a call and we'll make up something about a story that he hasn't told, like, I don't know, about like a chicken or something random.
Yep.
And we'll say, like, hey, if this is your story, you're probably going to win $10,000.
Yep.
And because obviously he'll think that's great.
Yep.
So if he says yes, what will happen is the shame bell will ring and Josh will be sadly exiled.
Is this the shame bell from Game of Thrones?
It is. Shame.
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 That's if he lies again. If he's dishonest again.
We can block him as well, so
Yeah.
that will happen.
Yep.
Obviously, he didn't tell the story that you're going to be referring to. So if he's honest and he doesn't try and steal valor, he'll just be held in good stead.
Yep.
I suppose. Like
Yep.
that's he's not going to win a prize because he's already had enough.
Yep.
you
He's
know.
redeemed himself.
He's redeemed himself. He'll just be like every other listener of the show.
All right, Tom, do you understand the brief?
Got it.
All right,
Okay.
the number is punched in.
Hello, Joshua speaking.
Hey, Josh. It's producer Tom here. I'm on Nova 100. How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm just giving you a buzz because you are in our top 2 for our 10K a day in May, and Ricky, Lee, Tim and Joel are going to be giving a call to someone this afternoon. I just wanted to double check with you. Were you someone who entered in and spoke a story about a chicken? Was that you?
Chicken, no.
Really? Are you sure? Because that's what we've got down. We've got down in our system that you spoke about a chicken.
Where? How long ago?
I think it was a couple of days ago, actually. Because you do know if it was you, you could win $10,000.
No, it wasn't chicken.
I think that's a pass.
It's a pass,
You
Josh.
passed, Josh.
You passed the honesty test.
I'm glad.
Josh! Oh, we wanted to see if you'd learnt your lesson from the first time, and you had. You're a good man. You're a changed man. A better man.
Of course, I feel horrible about the whole thing.
Yeah, no. You know what?
sorry.
The thing is, though, Josh, you are actually in the draw to win $10,000 now.
Yeah.
Oh, kidding me. Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
That's awesome.
did we wake you up?
Nah, I'm sick. Karma.
Yeah, I was going to say. You stole 4 hoodies, you know, you got a horrible illness. No, but look, good on you, Josh. Everything is forgiven. We just wanted to see if you'd be honest. That was our producer, Tom, just checking in with you. But, yeah, we know you've learnt your lesson, and we hope you have a speedy recovery.
Thanks, guys.
All right, get back to sleep.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
I wonder if he's all snugly wrapped up in an hoodie.
Yeah,
Or
4
five.
of them. Yeah, he's got 4 hoodies on.
Love rat, Bill's a love rat. Love rat, Bill's a love rat.
Yes, you can email me anytime, loverat@novafm.com.au for all your love, sex and relationship advice. Just like, anonymous, but we're calling her Katie, has done. Katie has
I thought her name was
messaged-
Lauren.
No, she's anonymous.
Oh, okay.
So she said, "Hey, Love Rats, I recently moved in with my partner of a year, and I've just realised you don't know anyone until you're under the same roof." Very true, Katie. She uses, my partner, she uses the one cloth to clean both the kitchen and the furniture. She also puts packets of food back in the pantry open, so everything is now stale.
Ugh.
I know you guys all live with your partners. Is it normal to question everything they do once you're in the same house? Thanks, Katie.
Okay. Well, this is just me. Cloth doesn't offend me. That's fine.
Really?
And as far as like the packets of stuff, you got to wrap it on itself. Like if it's chips, you sort of do the twizzle and then you lay the heavy part of the chips on the packet to sort of keep. You know, I don't use clips on things, but it's like as long as the packet's sort of half closed over, that's fine.
Agreed.
Okay, well, you're very frustrating.
What would you do? Clip it?
I use elastic bands.
Really?
Ooh, elastic bands aren't good for the environment, Bill.
You don't need to do
I
that.
use the ones that come on things already when you
Well,
buy them. I've never bought a packet of elastic bands.
You
but you can
try
reuse
telling
them.
that to the turtles.
Oh, I saw you in. I'm
Well,
not going into this. I saw you in Coles with 3 one-use bags the other day.
You can't tell the turtles because they're all dead because they suffocated, choking on rubber bands.
Can we get back to talking about Katie's email?
Yes, sorry.
I have actually just moved in with my partner. This is actually very, very timely. I moved in with my partner, 3 weeks ago, under the same roof, and we were kind of, doing that thing where you live together a little bit here and there, but now we are fully living together. I have learnt some things about him recently that I wasn't aware of before signing over the deed. He is a light lever honor, which really, really frustrates me. I can find a trail in the house of where he's been because I'm like, okay, well, he's been to the bathroom, that light's on.
That is annoying.
He's been in the bedroom, that light's on. He also is a scuffer when he walks. So he just scuffs around in his boots, and it's
Oh yeah, it's really like pronounced, and it's with a slipper as well, isn't it? Like it's a real shuffle.
Yes.
You already give off energy like you've been living together for 50 years. He shuffles his feet.
Shuffling around, leaving lights on, Luke. You've been together for 3 weeks in the same house.
13 24 10. What did you learn about your partner once you moved in together?
Yeah, because that is when you see the real them, isn't it?
Absolutely. I actually I wanted to give some advice on what I I kind of collated right before I moved in with Luke straight away. And I thought, okay, I'll just look up, online, Google tips before you move in. There's 3 that really stuck out to me. Don't laugh, Ben.
That sounds like real chick stuff.
That sounds like real chick stuff.
It's important. I want this to last.
Yeah, and that Google article is going to help.
It's like going like WebMD. Like, why is my elbow sore? You've got cancer. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
want my advice or not?
Oh, go on.
No.
Well, I've been living happily with someone for years now.
Yeah.
But what is your advice?
All right, number 1, very important to keep your me time. And very important to have that time separate and, go to the gym or maybe just be in separate rooms for a bit, read a book for a bit. Communication, very, very important, whether it's about how you're feeling at the moment, money, chores, everything, open communication. And this one really stood out, and I've found it really helpful. Expect the petty arguments, and they will come, and it's okay that they come.
Are you reading more Google articles in there, Belle?
It's my me time! Leave me alone! Don't you think this is a petty argument? I was expecting this! Another happy night in the Jackson household.
Lauren on 13 24 10. Thanks for calling in. Hopefully you'll support me. What did you learn about your partner once you moved in together?
So he comes home from work, he walks directly past the bedroom where you would put these, and he walks into the kitchen, throws his dirty work socks off, throws them under the kitchen bench and sits down.
Oh.
Yeah, not really the place
Every
for it.
single day.
Yeah, that's pretty foul. Yeah.
Have you talked about it, though, and he still just keeps doing
Have you
it?
communicated, Lauren?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big communicator, so it started on the kitchen bench and it's gone to the kitchen stool and now it's underneath the kitchen
Well, at least
bench.
he's getting further
Yeah.
away. In the next 4 to 5 years,
enough.
it probably would have made its way into the bedroom. I mean, he's trying to make a positive change.
Christy joins us now. Good morning. What did you learn about your partner once you moved in together?
My partner does not close any cupboards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Just leaves them open?
He will grab a plate out, he'll leave it open. If he does put dishes away, he leaves every cupboard open.
Oh, my God. You're living with a psychopath.
No, that's Christy. I totally get it. I'm not generalising, but it's a guy thing. The cupboards being open. I grew up with 2 brothers.
But then again,
a
like
trail,
the next time you go to the
exactly where they've
cupboard,
been.
you don't have to open it. So there is
Maybe
2
I'll
sides to every story.
That is a great point. Maybe I'll start leaving my cupboards open.
No.
I reckon, screw them off, dude.
I'm
Who
gonna
needs
take them
them?
off,
Why
yeah.
are they on there? Like maybe stopping
It's
a
just
little bit of
called a
dust, but
shelf.
you're always using
Yeah.
the top plates and
Yeah.
stuff.
Isabel, 13 24 10. What did you learn about your partner once you moved in together?
Alright, so my partner leaves skitties on the toilet after he does poop, and it drives me insane.
Oh, you can't be leaving the skitties.
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
No, you've always got to check for that. There's a brush for that.
So is there, have you had, again, communication, have you had the conversation with your partner, Isabel, where you said, hey, can you just get the brush and try and brush them off before I go in there?
Yes, I have. He does it sometimes, but he's a person who likes to poop before he leaves. So if he's in a rush, he just...
Poo and go.
I was in a rush, babe.
So it was a poo and go situation. Yeah, no, you got to check that stuff. You got to really check that for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to kill the romance pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Poo and go. Sorry, darling. Gotta go to work.
Susan joins us now in Beveridge. Good morning, Susan. What did you learn about your partner once you moved in together?
Hey guys, yes, so my husband doesn't like using the last bit of toilet paper on the roll, so he'll grab a new roll, but instead of replacing it, he'll just put the new roll on top of the old roll on the holder. And it's been years now, and it just has not changed.
Yeah.
Susan, I get it. And this was actually something that I learnt about Luke before we moved in together, was every time I went round to his house, he had a basket next to the toilet that just had all the toilet rolls, the empty toilet rolls in it. And I was like, mate, just bring them out, put them in the recycling. But it was like he was collecting a pile, and most of them had the last square on them.
Well, Susan, it could be worse. It could be with Skitty Man, Think yourself lucky, I say.
Ashley and Nari Warren has given us a buzz, 13 24 10. We were asking, what did you learn about your partner once you moved in together? Ashley, what did you learn?
Hey guys, so this is actually my ex-partner, but when we were living together, we were together for about 2 years living together, and I realised I had never seen him brush his teeth.
No.
Oh, no way.
Okay, so Ash, did you confront him and communicate, and did he actually never actually brush his teeth?
Well, I try to, but how do you come up to your partner and, how do you bring up the conversation? I felt really awkward.
You put some Colgate in the mouth, you know, and you just go, come in, you stinker.
So hang on, just to get to the bottom line here, Ashley, your ex-boyfriend wasn't brushing his teeth at all.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. He did tell me that he liked to brush his teeth in the shower. And he did keep this really old kind of gross-looking toothbrush in the shower. So, I don't know, I kind of believed him, but at the same time, anytime I would go brush my teeth, I'd be like, hey, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, I'm going to brush my teeth. Do you want to come with me? And he would be like, nah.
Nah, I'm good. I did it in 2007. 2007.
That's gross.
2007.
2007?
I glitched out, guys. Sorry. I was meant to say 2007, and I said 2007, and then, it makes it worse when you have to try and explain the mistake.
And now you're just compounding it.
Ben, Liam and Bells. Fast Five. Thanks to What If. It's Aussie for Trouble.
Kayla in Sunshine West, how would you like to win 1800?
I would love it, but I think my nephew would love it more. It's his 7th birthday today.
Well, that is very cute, but no extra points for that, unfortunately.
If it is your nephew's 7th birthday, if you win, will you split the winnings with them?
100%, going Harveys.
That's
for
a
real?
lot of money.
Is a
For a
lot
7-year-old.
child. Maybe you could put it in some sort of trust fund or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let's go shopping.
All right, Kayla.
Wow.
I like your vibe. Maybe I will give you some extra points after all. Okay, well, it's 30 seconds. It's 5 questions. If you don't know one, pass. We'll get back to it at the end. If you get one wrong, that is unfortunately the end of your run.
3, 2, 1.
When used after a person's name, the letters JR are short for what word?
Pass.
On the standard Monopoly board, what square is diagonally opposite go?
Jail.
Ooh.
Oh, wasn't a good run, Kayla.
I probably would have said jail as well. That is curly.
No,
it's
not
actually,
curly.
it's free parking, Kayla.
Oh, damn.
I know. And Junior is what we were looking for, JR at the end of someone's name.
Oh. Thank you so much.
No, it's okay.
Kayla, no, well, happy birthday to your nephew. What's his name?
His name's Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Does he like Little Mix?
He loves everything.
Cool. Well, we'll play him Little Mix.
Oh.
Shout out to my ex.
I was looking at the prize sheet because I feel bad now that we didn't give any prizes.
Oh, okay.
How does 6 bottles of wine sound, Kayla?
Oh, that'll suit me good, actually.
Yeah.
No, for your nephew. Yeah.
Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo Estate in the heart of the Yarra Valley.
But, Kayla, no. You know what we do have for Brooklyn? We'll give you a double pass to Gumbaya World. There you go.
Wow, thank you so much.
Oh, you're a lucky duck. You got 2 prizes.
Yeah, just make sure the kid doesn't have too much wine before Gumbaya World, okay? Because we don't want him vomiting on one of the rides. Anyway, here's his favourite song from Little Mix. He's a big fan of them, we heard, and Vino. So, yeah, thanks, Kayla. I appreciate your time. De Niro, classic, Raging Bull, Taxi, Meet the Fockers, all them. Age 79, just welcomed his 7th child into the world.
He's 79 and he's just had a kid.
Bit gross, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's Robert De Niro.
I know, but, when that kid's 10, he's 89, if he's still around. If the kid, makes it to his 21st, that's like his 100th birthday.
I'll go on record and say selfish. I'll say that's selfish of that man to have a child.
He's not going to properly be around to raise the kid, is he?
That child's going to have no dad. He'll have a dad for 6 years and he's got no dad.
I think by this point, if it's his 7th kid, he's probably checked out anyway. He's like, I don't really care.
Well, this is the thing.
I guess that's true.
He's got a 51-year-old.
Oh, my God.
And he's also got this, newborn baby. He's also got a 46-year-old. He's got a 25-year-old. He's got an 11-year-old. And then twins, both 27.
Put it away, Robert.
Yeah, I know. And they're all just he's had a couple of wives, 2 with a former girlfriend. Hasn't even named who's had this one. It's just
probably doesn't even know their name.
Probably not.
The 51-year-old kid of his, is this one of those family trees where, so the 51-year-old, say his kid who's 50 has had a kid already, but now Robert's just had a newborn. The newborn is actually the
uncle
of
yeah.
the kid.
It's one of those things where, your uncle is eating puree and pooing himself, which one of my uncles does as well.
It's a weird thought. It's a weird thought to think. Imagine if your dad had you in, say, his 60s. So when you were in your prime, like going outside and playing, going to sport, et cetera, you were 10, he would be 70.
Yeah.
It's a weird thought.
Jokes aside, like, we would actually love to hear from someone in this position this morning. Were your parents really old when they had you? Like, I'm turning 27 in a month. My dad is 61. And I feel like a lot of my mates around my age, their parents are just about hitting 60 for me.
Yeah.
And I obviously a lot of people have kids way earlier than that. But 13, 24, 10, if you have a rather old dad, and maybe, I don't know, they're sort of nursing home age now and you're still pretty young, want to know what that's like. 13, 24, 10, were your parents really old when they had you? If you get in touch, you will be in the draw to win $10,000 with Nova's 10K a day in May.
I imagine if your parents were in their 70s when you were like 10 years old, you'd be having dinner at like 4:30.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a whole different way of growing up. And especially they're like, if they're of a different era, then they're probably disciplining you in an entirely different way as well. There'd be lots of things that are just different to all the other kids.
Tell you what, though, inheritance would come in quick.
That's a good point.
That is
Not
one
bad.
of the
Happy
good points.
21st.
Monique joins us now in Emerald. This was your dad. He was a bit on the older side when you were born.
Yeah, he was. I think he was in his late 50s when I was born.
Right. Yep.
And he's had there's 28 years difference between my mum and my dad, age-wise. And I've got a couple of younger siblings after me as well.
Oh, wow.
So they would be like, he would have been like 60 when they were born.
Yes.
Right.
So, Monique, what was that like growing up? Was he pretty fit and active or not really?
Yeah, no, he was. He was great, and he passed away when he was 88. So we got quite a few years with him, and he met my kids and all the rest of it as well. So
yeah, okay. So he still had a fairly good innings, but that's still in your 20s. If you lose your dad, that's like very sad. For most people, that's like extremely young. I know there's different circumstances.
Monique, were you the first child of his, or did he have kids younger?
No, he had kids when he was younger from his first marriage, and they were almost the same age as my mum.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So that's interesting. And how did did your sort of families mix at all, or you didn't really speak to the other ones?
Yeah, no, we all mixed. We all got together on a regular basis and spent time together, and so it was great. We sort of called it the first litter and the second litter.
Yes. Well, yeah, at least there's a bit of humour around the whole thing.
Our next guest is no stranger to you, Melbourne. He's hosted 9 News since the 90s and been bringing your news to you for over 50 years. Now he's getting behind the Mother's Day Classic this Sunday at the 10. Please welcome Peter Hitchener.
Oh, what a legend. Hitch, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How fabulous to be here. Thank you very much. And thanks for having me in to talk about the Mother's Day Classic, because it's such a great event.
I tell you what, Hitch, I mean, you've just only said your first sentence there, and I already think you're my favourite guest this year. We've just been hanging out for the last 5 minutes. I'm like, man, I love this guy. What a legend. Before we were getting a photo, and we're like, oh, can anyone hear that? Like, we were hearing something wasn't quite, because on the app where Hitch was doing his research. He was obviously listening on the Nova player on the way in. It was still playing in your pocket.
Yes, and you can't blame me for that.
No, doing your research.
It's such a great show. Why would you switch it off?
I bet you say that to all the shows.
Absolutely. Don't worry about that.
Now, let's talk about the Mother's Day Classic. Why is this event important to you?
Well, it's something I've been involved with pretty much since the beginning, because Channel 9, who I work for, have supported the Classic since then, and it's in its 26th year this year. Hugely successful, Australia-wide. There's an event this Sunday morning at the Tan. Come along. It's not too late to register, to donate. You can register on the day, and there are a variety of courses. You don't have to run it. Thank goodness. I won't be, I can tell you you that now, but I love walking along, catching up with the people who are taking part in it. It's an amazing event because people are there for a really important cause. The money raised goes for breast cancer research, and $41 million since they started in the past 25 years. It's an amazing event, and it's just really terrific to go along. Very moving too, because there are families walking for someone who may be battling the disease, or someone who may have passed in memory of them. So. It's a great thing. So I'd urge anyone, come along. If you're listening a little further afield, there are events around Victoria, Geelong, all over the place. So
because now you're talking about it, I'm like, hey, I've done this. I did this with my mum like 2 or 3 times. My mum was going through a bit of a Fitzbo era, and she was doing like fun runs, and it was like, it was like a nice Mother's Day thing.
Yes.
Hey, look, if if the cafes are all booked out, why not? Just if it's a nice day, do a bit of a fun run with your mum. As you said, you don't have to run things. You don't have to be an elite.
No,
athlete.
It starts at 7 in the morning, which may be a little early for some, although for breakfast hosts, you're quite used to that. What time did the alarm go this morning?
3:30 goes off.
You've come in early too. You're normally the Arvos.
Well, yes, in the Arvos, but when I started waking, thinking, don't sleep in, you're going to miss this wonderful opportunity. So I started waking about 5:30, but by comparison with 3:30, that's nothing. That's a sleep in.
Hitch, this could have been your big break. You could have missed it this morning if you didn't make it on to Nova 100 with us. My goodness. Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Obviously, this is a great cause, and you can wear a touch of pink and walk, run or jog the Mother's Day Classic. It's this Sunday at the Tan. Beautiful spot. And as Hitch said, all proceeds go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. We were thinking this morning, because we have possibly, would we say the most experienced,
I think it's fair to say,
news person in the country.
Oh, cut it.
Well, you've been at it a long time.
Yep.
Why don't we get some mum news this morning?
Yep.
Oh,
Mother's
great
Day,
idea.
It's coming up.
Idea. Love it.
So if you're a mum with some news, or you have some news about your mum, you can text in 0457 310 100 Melbourne. And up next, Peter Hitchener will be giving us the mum news.
Mum news. Hey.
And I'll wait for this. You are on Nova 100 with Ben Lehmann-Bell, and Peter Hitchener is in the studio. This is exciting because we said Mother's Day, of course, on Sunday.
Yes.
We wanted to do some mum news.
Yeah, obviously, Peter's here to promote the Mother's Day Classic, which, of course, people can do. They can run the Tan this Sunday, all for a great cause as well. Proceeds going to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. But people have been texting in to 0457 310 100. Mums with things they'd like to share, and people with mums who have some news about their mum.
Yep.
And with the greatest newsman in the world in the studio,
oh, cut it out.
we thought we would get an update from Peter Hitchener this morning with the mum news.
Good morning, I'm Peter Hitchener. This is Mum News. This morning's top stories. Nick from Altona's mum, Kerry, has a new haircut. She's rather chuffed about the whole thing, and who can blame her? Louise from Kew is a mum herself. Hello, Louise. She loves her kids, Ryan and Elijah, but she's sick to death of picking up their wet towels off the carpet. I think we're all with you, Louise. Jasmine's mum in Sunshine has only just got onto Game of Thrones. A little late, but anyway, she's loving it, but thinks it's a little bit too violent. And if she sees another person on a horse with nothing on, she's going to scream. To technology news, and Phoebe from Preston FaceTimed with her mum Denise over in Perth last night. She got the shark filter stuck on her face and couldn't get it off. Some breaking news this morning. Harry's mum Dorothy. I'm sorry, Dorothy, I think we're going to have to talk about your health for a second. Sorry about this. Just got her blood test results back from the doctor. Her iron and vitamin D is low, but in some promising signs, her liver has cleared up a lot. So thank you, Dorothy. I'm really sorry about that. Sorry. Lastly, Zach in Bundoora wants to ask his mum, Diane, if they can have Cantong for dinner tonight. Well, you know what they say, Zach. You can't go wrong with Cantong. Peter Hitchener, Mum News, Melbourne.
Amazing. Yes, Hitch. What a legend. I want to do mum news every morning.
Thanks so much, Peter. Thank you for our mum news. And again, remember, you can wear a touch of pink and walk, run or jog the Mother's Day Classic this Sunday at the Tan. All proceeds go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
Peter Hitchener, thank you very much.
Great pleasure. Thanks for having me. Bye.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.